quickly so that I can close everything else.
Is it my connection that's funky, or is it
I think it's
Discord?
Mel's.
Oh, okay.
You were just roboting in like a tiny bit, Mel.
Oh, that's not good.
It might be me as well.
You sound fine to me. That's fun.
Twitch open on my phone so I don't have to keep switching back.
Pardon me.
I deleted Twitch off my phone. I should probably go install
Hello.
it. Hi.
Do I sound all right?
Let
Yep.
me turn everybody on.
Okay. Phew. Sorry about the lateness. It's just getting stuff finished.
It's cool.
Okay, then. We just got 2 more people to wait for, and then we're all ready to get going. Oh boy, I can't wait to get it all wrong. Be fine. Get one thing.
Try to add the stuff that I added after I sent you the thing.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Yeah, sorry for not filling it out quickly.
It's fine. You did more than I did.
I tried.
Sorry, I forgot to send you these earlier.
Oh, it's fine. I managed to find the token stamp one. I just didn't get the
Okay.
DM screen one. But it's fine. I've made a list now, so it's fine. It's fine. I might use it next time. Let's see. We go. Oh yeah, was there anything you want me to go over about the character sheets, or anything else you want to know?
I think I'm fine.
Okay. Let's see. Okie dokie.
Not really playing D&D unless you have a billion unnecessary items.
Of course. Why not? And then you just buy a bunch of unnecessary items anyway. That could or could not be useful.
I exclusively spend money on magic shoes.
Of course.
I only spend magic on.
especially if they
I only
increase your
spend money on magic bean.
magic Venus.
No,
My first character had a mirror for the sole reason of giving it to their raven and trying to blind enemies with it.
Is it just me, but I can't understand anything Melody's saying at all?
I can understand some of it.
It's all just cut up
I can understand a
on
bit,
my end.
but
That's not good. This
Can you
one,
change the region of a call like you can with the
Yeah.
server? Maybe just try changing
see
the
if I
call.
turn this down a little. Does that help at all?
Oh, yeah.
I changed it
Yeah,
to
it's
US
just
Central.
the connection thing is a little lower.
I mean, I can understand you at least.
yeah, I can understand it a bit. Yes. See. Go. Yeah, lightning bolt doesn't do anything.
Let me just fix.
I'm still trying to fill out some of the stats, but didn't get very far. Go.
I'm just gonna stop messing with that and I'll just roll the right dice instead of trying to fix that.
All right.
It'll be easier for me.
Yeah, we're just at the moment we're just waiting for the other two players. What we have to use like a very bad laptop for one of them.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, oh boy.
Laser beam eyes.
Change my color.
How has someone been able to write so neatly using Roll20? Is someone using a tab?
I'm not sure. Oh, you can freehand it.
Yeah, but like even freehanding it, it like doesn't look that.
You mean this?
Because it depends on your paint practice.
No, look
Writing with a
at the
cursor.
look at the way that like that smooths out. I can't get it to do that when I'm drawing.
What? I got a spoon.
Yeah, like the it
Oh,
like
that's
tapers out at the
part
end.
of the picture.
No,
Oh,
It's been
that's
drawn with a
part of the
pen.
picture.
okay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was like, how the fuck are you getting the neat writing?
Oh no.
Oh no. Too many memes.
Purple square. I wonder if I still have the video I took of the time when we used it wasn't tabletop sim, it was something else. And it was awful. If you used the free version, you only had access to like half the player's handbook stuff.
Oh yeah.
You can have access to the base player's handbooks.
Not even. You
I'm
had
pretty
to.
sure Wizard lets you use that for free.
Well, this program you had to pay full book price for the ability to use it.
Oh god.
And so halfway through one of the sessions that I was recording, we switched to Roll20, and some of the other players didn't know how to get into Roll20, so it just devolved into memes and drawing.
Yeah. It's sort of a good indication of how much the people you're playing with are paying attention by how much drawing they're doing in the app. Like one time I was DMing a group and I was like, okay guys, are you even paying attention? They were like, what do you mean? And I was like, look at the Roll20 board, and just half of it was filled with doodle. And it was all different colored by different peoples, and it was like, guys, do you want to play something else? And they were like, yeah, sure.
Oh. Hopefully
Wow.
mine isn't that boring.
Oh no, they'd never played before, and they didn't even
Ah.
know if they wanted to. It was just a like test, and some of them did, some of them didn't. What are you gonna do?
Let me see.
By the way,
Have
good
I
job
shown
with the
y'all
character sheet.
Neverwinter?
The MMO.
Where is our
Here we go. Everyone can have a duck to play with.
This is Neverwinter.
There you go. You can all play with the duck.
I like the mist effects.
That was me DMing the 5e starter kit, where I was using a special drawing program I had gotten from Humble Bundle to try and make the map as we went along.
Oh right.
So this is Neverwinter. Duck.
Ooh. The almighty duck. Fair.
I summon Neverwinter here. I summon the power of Neverwinter.
I don't have access to my tree assets.
Needs more trees.
It's fun having a bunch of like nice assets because you can just on the fly make things, and players are like, "Whoa, you made that in advance!" And I was like, "Yeah, I totally didn't do that while I was talking to you."
Yeah. I'm definitely not throwing this in in at the
Yeah.
same time.
Good thing about trees is it's hard to tell if it's a new set of trees, so I just copy pasted them all and added a few from like the last area.
Copy, pasted, rotated, and flipped.
Yeah, basically.
Oh no.
Trapped.
Oh no. He dead.
Trapped.
Got
Ooh.
zapped by my potato wizard.
Oh yes.
Pew. Pew pew.
Oh, we've gained one. Yeah, we've got some
Pew pew.
technical difficulties.
Pew.
Hurrah. Hooray!
I'm sorry, my voice sounds weird. Anyway,
No,
technical
that's fine.
difficulties aside, we are pretty much good. Emma's just going to be listening for the moment.
Alright then. She could shout when she's ready. Or
Yeah.
something happens.
No issues when she's ready.
Alright then. I need to clear this. So Say goodbye to your
No.
drawings.
My potato and my onion.
Oh, but you can redraw it when I'm busy
But
chatting
look at them.
nonsense.
You think I could ever do that again?
I
That's a
don't know.
once in a lifetime masterpiece.
Take a screenshot of it. Quickly.
It's okay.
There you go.
I'm learning to let go.
He's gone now. He's gone now.
Is there a way to minimize profile pictures? Because they're kind of blocking up like all of my screen.
Yeah.
I don't think there is.
They should just be in the bottom corner.
On the bottom left of each one, you can click and drag.
I'll
Ah.
do it.
You can move them all the way over here if I wanted to.
No, everyone can just fuck off.
I'm just gonna stack them in the corner.
Yeah, shove them in the corner. No, don't do anything rude because I can't block you because you're all on top of each other.
That's fine. That's what I'm doing. That's why I'm here, to give useless information. Anyway. Are we all set?
My bio is just like real life. There's
Nothing in it.
I have never done anything.
It's just like mine. Absolute trash. Okay. Are we all ready?
Probably.
Maybe.
As I'll ever be.
Okay then. Did you all want to introduce yourselves and your characters, like very basically? Or do you want to just get on with it?
Fine, I'll go first. My character's Elfina. I'm a wood elf cleric tempest. At a very young age, I was orphaned and I was adopted by a priest. And because I'm an elf, they call me Elfina without a last name because they're incredibly creative with nicknames. And basically, fuck other gods. You get the gist.
That flows nicely into mine. Hi, my character's Aja. I was orphaned as a child and taken into a priest a temple.
Fuck's sake.
No, she wasn't orphaned. She just got left at a temple. She's also a paladin, so yeah, and an acolyte, so she is also very religious. But not quite to that degree. She's a tiefling, so got big purple skin, red hair, lots of armor.
I'm thinking I might have a problem with that connection. I don't know. People keep cutting out.
That
That's
might
not
be
great.
because I push to talk. Let me know if
No.
I'm not doing.
Like mid sentence whilst you're still talking.
I mean, you sound fine to me.
Yeah, but you don't. And neither did Melody, so
What?
you went fine earlier. I could barely hear you, and I'm not sure if it's just a problem on my end or like a combination. I'm gonna.
I'm not getting an issue, so
I'm spiking between 100 and 700 ping, so
Ah,
like it's steady 120, which is kind of what I expect to connect to America.
Is
But then
more or
sometimes
less ping good?
spiking. Less is good.
Oh. 700 is a lot then.
Yeah, so like for Europe, I usually have about 40, and for America, I usually have about 120, which is fine. But when it's going up to like, the main problem is when the ping changes, because then that causes like a lag spike. I don't know. It might be best to restart my routes, but I guess I can wait for all the character introductions and stop wasting everybody's time talking about it.
No, it's fine. Okay. Who wants to go next?
Am Zoya, am Kobold, and Sorcerer. That's about it. I live in the trash. Trash
Really?
Kobold.
Just the trash cobalt.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, then I think we got 2 more left.
Is that me next?
Yeah.
I am whispering or whisper for short. I'm a Tabaxi rogue. I left the Tabaxi homeland on a ship and have been sailing around to various places for a while, basically just looking for whatever catches my fancy at the time, and then I look for that until I find it, and then I go look for something else with as much persistence as previously.
Okay.
I kind of, I'm generally friendly, but happen to take little things without really meaning to. So, like, if I steal your trinkets and stuff, I'm sorry. It's just like habitual,
No, it's fine. Can M
I
go?
like shiny things.
Slight mic issues at the moment, but M's character is Evelyn Foxwood, a druid, human, well, variant human with dragon blood, because everybody loves the fuck dragons, let's be honest here. And essentially, as a young girl, used to play about in a fancy coastal citadel the family owned. Became a land coast druid, because, nature's all fun and that. And the family hates it. So, hippies.
Okie dokie. Okay, and I think that's everything. And of course, you all know me as Ray the DM. Not a very good one, but still Ray the DM. And if there's nothing else anybody wants to talk
Could I
about, oh
restart my internet router? So I'll be a couple minutes.
no, that's fine. Restart it quickly.
Thanks, Mel.
What?
You're rolling just like 70,000 dice.
Just roll all the dice. I wonder, can I actually put that on 3D dice? Let's see if that works. Probably not.
I don't know what just happened.
I just rolled a
Wait,
10,000
3D dice work.
D100.
Oh,
One.
be like
zero.
that.
I'm just gonna hold 0 for a bit.
Well, at least that works. If anybody wants to use that. There's so much. Oh, God damn it. Oh no.
Oh,
Uh,
fuck, I zoomed.
just zoom in everything. You'll be fine.
Fuck, who wants to play Noughts and Crosses while we wait?
I'll cheat. Let me cheat. I go here. Ooh.
Hello.
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 Meow.
Did
That's
anyone
a lot.
get spooked? I wrote
Very.
boo in it. And wrote it when I reconnected.
Yes. Okay.
Why
I
did
Ooh. Spooky. Anyway, let's get started. Just clear all this again. You can all have a dead lizard. So let's begin.
that's
If I
that's a pen. Oops.
let's see if I can get this right. Okay. And oh,
Stop writing.
It's a dead dragon board. Slash
I'm trying to
kobold.
steal it.
slash everything else.
Stop drawing.
I mean, I'm just assuming that was Mal.
I only use purple.
Uh-huh.
You can look next to my name. I still have purple.
Mm.
We can't look at your name. We've stacked them all on top of each other.
It's true.
Mm,
Now you've made me unstack everybody to try and find out who red was. To restack them.
Wow, it was Ray. That's terrible.
I have a dark. Mine's a
It
darker
wasn't
color.
me.
It makes different. Anyway, clear all that. Oh. Sorry, this is taking all too long. I just want to get everyone ready. Yeah.
I believe we're all ready. If we don't
Okay.
join Dick.
You're gonna get me kicked off of Twitch.
There we go. It's gone. Ugh.
Was
Okay. So, there we go.
Oh.
Much better.
There we go.
Everything's saved. Okay then. So, shall we begin?
Yeah.
Mm.
Are we ready, kids? Okay. We're not
I
go-
Captain.
Okay. So let's go. Okay then. So, our tale begins in the land of Amor. It is. Ugh. Sorry. I need to read all this properly again. Okay. I suck at this. So.
That's
Okay.
cool, you're doing fine. Take your time.
Okay. Okay. So, our tale begins in the land of Amor, where why is it so hard? Sorry, team. You're gonna hear this sentence a lot. Um. Yeah. Okay. So, our tale begins in the land of Amor, where our party is currently travelling to the town of Blackburn, where Sir Tristan, a noble king of the land, is in dire need of some help from people who he's helped from long ago. Is we find our party in hang on, in a small carriage, just making its way through the town. Not through the town. Through the forest nearby. It's currently night out. It is. Many of you are sleeping. It is. However, give me a second.
Don't worry, I'm taking notes.
Yeah. However, after a while, you hear a loud banging. He stutters. You were not gonna wake up. We're almost to Blackburn. This is the coach driver talking. It's also almost sunset, so if you just want to get yourself sorted, we'll be out of here just in time. Okay? Sorry, I'm reading again. I shouldn't do this.
Hard to memorize the whole story before you start, isn't it?
I know. Why'd you think I've got so many notes, which I can't even read? Yeah. So, after that rude interruption, is one of you slowly wakes up. Is so. Let me roll something quickly. Okay, and let me get it right. And Azure is the first to awake. Is you see the other companions all in various states of sleep. It is some fiddling with stuff, some completely out of it. It is. What would you like to do?
I'm going to sit up. I'm gonna rub my eye, and I'm gonna nudge the elf.
Okay, you're gonna nudge the elf. Okay. Alfina, how do you react?
I get startled awake and look towards who attacked me. I then investigate those in the carriage and poke the kobold with my foot.
Put the kobold with the foot. Let me do a description. As you are startled awake, it is you briefly look around to see the dimly lit carriage. It is you see a small hooded figure in front of you and decided to give it a little kick. It is to see its reaction. So that would be Zoya.
What? What's going on?
Elfina just kicked you awake.
I'm gonna wake up and throw whatever hay-like substance is probably on the floor of the carriage back at the elf.
Okay, so you're startled awake. It is you know, and in what's it? And as quickly as you awake, you grab whatever's on the floor. It's too dimly lit to see, and just fling it. It is
Heck
just
yeah.
whatever's in front of you. So let's see. Alfina, what do you want to do about that? Oh, give it a moment. You back?
Sorry, I missed the question.
Okay, so let's see. Zoya, the kobold, who you just startled awake, has just thrown something, you don't know what, at you.
Uh-oh.
Is
Uh-oh. I
I'll
accidentally
investigate
turned
the
sound on.
clarity.
investigate. Okay, so roll an investigation check. Let's see.
Pro tip, don't turn the sound on your thing that you use to see if Twitch is chat.
Okay. So yeah, Elfina, if you want to roll an investigation check.
1 sec.
Yep. Think enough. Yeah.
Which button do I click? I found it.
Okay. Oh, you found it. Okay, investigation. Okay. Even though it's a very dimly lit carriage, you can quite clearly see that it's a what appears to be a pile of mud, now slowly dripping down from the wall behind you, slowly going onto your shoulder.
Who put mud in the ding dang carrot?
I don't know. Someone must have brought it in. So, anything else you would like to add?
I look towards the person laying next to me and kick him.
You kick them as well. Okay, so that would be. Okay, so that would be Evelina. Oh, technical difficulties. Oh. Oh, did you get that, or do you want me to repeat
Yeah,
that?
we
Sir?
got it. We can.
Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry about this. Oh, okay. Sorry, team. Don't worry, we'll get to the exciting bit in a minute. I promise.
I don't know. I think that waking up in a carriage is pretty ding dang exciting.
Oh, it's okay.
Where's my sound effect gun? Sound effect gun.
And laser beams.
Yeah, you want to hear a sound effect?
I did.
Heck yeah.
Everyone loves sound effects. The best sound effect.
It's the best thing I own.
Okay, so I'm gonna. Okay, so I'm gonna move on now. Okay, so while this all commotion is happening, Whisper slowly brings herself to. Is do you want to add anything, or do you want me to continue?
Meow.
Meow.
It'd be like that.
It'd be like that indeed. Okay. While all of this is happening, you hear the driver outside shout, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa there! Is what the hell are you doing out there?" It is the carriage comes to a screeching halt, probably forcing everyone to kind of like jolt around a little bit. A figure slowly approaches the coach. And oh, welcome back. A figure slowly approaches the coach and says, "Oh God, there's some trouble up ahead. The storm's brought down a tree up ahead. Yeah, we can't go any further unless we get everybody out, and we'll carry the carriage across." Is so the gentleman talking to the driver at this point is the driver turns around, doesn't really believe it, but he has to, unfortunately. So he bangs on the back of the door, bangs on the back again. Okay, everybody out. We need to get this thing across this log. Yes.
Wouldn't it be easier to just move the tree though?
The guy on the guy on the sides briefly hums and goes, "Oh, it's covered by rocks both side."
I'm gonna like swing myself out of the carriage, and I'm gonna be holding my, just sword at my side and stuff, and I'm just gonna be like, "Oh, yeah. I mean, obviously, we're gonna just give the carriage full of all our stuff over to you and your compatriots. That's a very. I appreciate the warning, but I think we'll carry it ourselves. Thank."
I thought we were gonna carry it ourselves. That was what he said.
Yeah, you're all currently in the carriage, and there's this one guy.
You
I'm,
mentioned you had other people that did.
Oh no, you've only got.
I'm gonna get
him.
out. I'm gonna get out and crawl under the carriage and do my best to look like I'm trying to lift it, but I am very much too short to even try.
Okay.
Doing my best.
Yeah. Doing your best. Okay, Whisper, what do you want to do? Do you want to stay in the carriage, or do you want to...
Okay, well, I'm going to jump out of the carriage and survey the surroundings for any threats.
Okay then. Make a perception check again. Perception 14. Okay. During the... As you step out of the carriage, it's pitch black. You can barely see anything quite that far. Is your probably max range is about 30 feet in front of you. It is, but you do see a smallish figure around about knee height wander around the bushes to your right. But you can't quite make out what it is.
I inform my fellow passengers there's something off in the bushes, but
Okay.
that we should probably focus on getting out of here quickly as opposed to waiting around to be ambushed.
Waiting around. Okay. Yes. So, Whisper, what would you like to do?
Can I climb on the carriage and see if I can see over the blockage?
Okay. So, okay, let's view here. Okay, so you climb on top of the carriage. Again, we're in practically nighttime at this point. You see the log ahead of you, and there appears to be.
I've
make
got
a sec-
dark vision.
Yeah, I think that's with the
60 feet,
60 feet.
as if it were
Okay.
bright light.
Okay, so you can quite clearly see the log. It is, and there appears to be two rocks either side holding it down.
Mm-hmm.
It is. And
So can anyone with night vision see that?
only if you're on top of the carriage.
Okay.
I think I have
Yes.
120 feet of dark
Dark vision. But you're currently underneath said carriage.
vision. Right. I'm
So
lifting. I'm
you're
lifting it. I'm the only
trying
one
to lift
doing their job.
only one doing the job. Okay, so last up is Evelina. What would she like to do? Ooh, Evelina.
Somebody's
We keep
typing.
having mic issues, so she's going to be typing.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. Lean on the carriage doing jack shit. Okay. What side? Left or right? Of the carriage.
She needs to know
Left.
if you're in fireball range.
She needs to know if everything's ready. Okay. The gentleman who approached the carriage says, "Is everybody out? Okay. If I start, I'll just need to go to the front quickly and sort a few things out. If everyone starts getting prepared, whoops. Okay. If everyone starts getting prepared to lift the carriage, we'll move along. Okay. And while he's walking back, you hear him mumble something. It is, but you can't quite hear what it is.
I would like to walk up to him.
Okay.
I would like to take his hand. I would like to give a very vigorous handshake and say, "Thank you so much for helping us out, sir. We really appreciate
Okay.
I'm so glad there's honest men like yourself around to help out lost strangers new to these lands."
Okay. He turns around, looks at
As
you
I
kind
do
of.
this, I cast thaumaturgy to make my eyes glow red.
As he turns around with your eyes now glowing red. He's kind of startled by it. It's like, oh
I
yeah,
flare the wing slightly as well.
yeah, it's yeah, sure, yeah, right. He slowly backs away even quicker. He does.
Let's get this cart lift.
Heck yeah.
Okay. A few seconds after this happened, you hear a and let me just make sure. Yep, that hit. Okay. And an arrow out of no to your right comes flying past, missing Adja and missing Adja and Elfina. Yeah, I'll get it right this time, and strikes one of the horses on the side, killing it dead.
No,
Yes.
Henry.
After that,
Is this on the
other,
same side with the mysterious entity?
yes.
I
So
I would like to cast Dancing Light,
okay,
and just kind of have all of the lights in that general direction of wherever the thing happened.
okay. So you cast dancing lights. Ooh, just make sure.
Stop messing with my thing.
Oh, but I want to look at all the things. Okay, so okay, so you cast dancing light to the. Oh yeah, you're still under the carriage.
Yeah.
So let's say in that general direction. So, as you twiddle your fingers and fire a little ball of light in the direction of the arrow, you faintly see a humanoid shadow quickly dart back into the bushes. It is, and you also hear the first person who's quite frankly just walking away quite quickly now. Say, you damn fools! You're meant to hit them, not the goddamn horse.
Can I just ask, did he walk away outside of my outside of my since I walked up to him?
Yes. After he shook your
Okay.
hand, he backed away
Right.
kind of
Okay.
quickly. Is
I would like
moved
to
about.
chase him.
Okay, so
I don't know how far he is though.
all right then. So he's about there. Okay, so
If he's walking away from her, does she get a thingy bonus action for disengage
Opportunity attack.
opportunity? Yeah.
I don't. Let me
I guess it's not in
check.
combat, but I don't know
Yeah,
how
we're
that
not in
works.
combat yet.
Yeah, I would have let him walk away slightly before that. He would be like a few feet away.
But after saying that, yeah. After saying that, you damn fools! I'll do it myself. Then he turns around.
Oh no. Ah.
He turns around and fires. Hey, give me a second. He fires a small crossbow from his belt. It is, and it's going to try and hit Adja.
That's
It
fine.
is. It is, and it is a.
My eyes are still glowing red.
Yeah. So that's a dex, and it rolls a 4. So
Nice.
it just straight up misses and hits a rock. It's just like, oh god damn it! Okay, so
You should
with
think of the
that,
rock's feelings before
Yeah.
you shoot it. You know.
just hurt the rock's feelings. Okay, so now that that's happened and bandit, I should say, does that. So we are ready for combat. I would say is so. If everyone wants to roll initiative, okay.
Initiative.
Uh,
Where's the initiative button?
Middle
This one.
above your hit points.
This one.
Okey-dokey.
We're nat 20.
2 natural 20s.
Y'all got fancy initiative.
Getting fancy now. Whisper. 20. And 20. Everyone's getting 20s.
Ah.
This one is a 14. And let me roll again. Yeah, they're not going anywhere. So just get everyone in order. Okay then, so with that all out of the way, Evelina, it is your turn, and we go to the first bit. Here we go.
Whoa, Faden.
Whoa.
Okay, here's where everyone is. It is, and Evelina, it is your first turn. What would you like to do?
Just as a buy, you spelt whisper wrong. There's a
I
H.
knew I would get that right. Yeah,
It's WH.
WH.
Also, I can see a name next to mine, but next to anyone else.
Yeah.
It's because only you can control the.
The player. Yeah, that's a thing I can't do.
What's that?
Oh, if you hold and click, you do points of interest.
Yeah, well, I can see my name next to my icon, but not next to anyone else's icon.
Yeah, that's because you can control that icon.
How do I do that?
You click
You-
and drag.
So she wants to
Oh, I see.
towards. There's only one visible bandit at the moment.
Where's on the map is the visible bandit? Oh, never
Okay.
mind. I can see.
Okay. So yeah, that's the only bandit we got here. Okay. So you roll cast fairy fire. So you need to me get your sheet up. Okay. So if you just click on the fairy fire button, it should roll for you. What it does.
Is the turn order?
The
Is
turn-
everybody at the bottom of the turn order, or is there a reason why the 14 is above my 16?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Fixed it.
Whoa,
Transfer
magic.
What's the? Is there a different? I'm just wondering about. Is there a different ruling on natural versus unnatural 20?
is there?
I don't know because would
I'm
they go
not-
before me in the turn order?
I think so. Yeah. I'm not sure.
Because I had a natural 20, but I don't know if that affects it or not.
No, initiative natural 20s don't count. At least by
Okay. I see.
Okay, so each object within 20-foot cube range is how long. Needs to do a dexterity throw. Okay.
But the real important question is what kind of what color is it? What color?
Yeah, what color would you like to choose? Blue, green, or violet?
Yes, we don't
Violet.
need to violet.
A violet. So dexterity saving. If only I knew your spellcasting ability. Hang on, sorry. Spell DC's throw. Okay, he got a 7, so he is now coloured. Coloured violet is and you have advantage on said bandit. So you can only see this one here. It's colored violet. Okay, so it is now Elfina's turn. Pretty sure.
Okay, the bandit's fair. How far away is that in feet?
Let me check. 20 feet.
Okay. I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt and then dive back under the carriage after casting.
Okay then. So if you want to roll the spell, that is 9 feet. And I don't think there is any spell saving throw involved with it. Let me just make sure. Oh yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Sure. Okay, so a 9. So that does. Let me make sure. That does not hit. It doesn't. So as you cast this. Yeah. Sorry if I keep stopping. Okay, as you cast this bolt of light out of your hands, it goes searing straight past him. It is illuminating the area around him as well. It's for a little bit. And as that happens, you quickly duck back underneath the. You quickly duck underneath the carriage for some protection from any other incoming attack. Okay.
Cool.
Yep. Do you want to move your character under? So I don't have control under now.
Which color button do I click?
I just click next. So here we go. Who's next? So it is Whisper. Your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay, I missed like the last 2 turns because I was
Okay.
talking to my dad, but we're in combat and
Okay, so
shooting a bandit.
Evelina has fired a fairy flame at the bandit at the front of the carriage,
Hmm.
illuminating him for a while. And Elfina's fired a guiding bolt, which has unfortunately missed. And now she's gone underneath the carriage for cover. Currently
How
on
far is each square?
5 feet, and you are currently 20 feet away.
Oh, I see. How do you do that?
On the right-hand side, there's like a little circle ruler. And then you click snap to center, and then you can just click and drag.
Circle with a ruler. There's too many things on the screen. There's no circle with a ruler.
Underneath the magnifying glass.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's on the left for me.
Oh yeah.
I see. I got it. What can I even do? I don't know what I can do. So let me have a look at my things. I can. I guess I can just. Oh, I have a bow. Can I shoot my bow at this
Yep.
man?
Yep. So you got to click the attack box.
Yeah, this one.
plus. Oh wait, I need to turn that off. Never roll advantage. Okie dokie. Either way, you got. Let me just check. Yep, that hit pretty easily. So if you want to roll damage, so you just
That's
click the
this
one
one.
next to it. Doing 12. After seeing the bolt of light miss, clearing the part, clearing all, making it easier to see where he is now hiding, standing out in the open, you pull your short bow, you let go, watching it fly straight into the left shoulder, doing heavy damage to him. He's kind of taken aback by it. He's like stumbling quite a bit from the blow. He's like, ah, why do I have to be the frontman? Okay, so now it's Zoya's turn. You're currently hiding underneath a carriage.
I wasn't hiding. I was trying to lift it.
Oh yeah.
So I'm So he is in my speed. So I'm gonna run up to him
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast Dragon Gauntlet,
Dragon Gauntlet.
which is not an official spell, so you probably don't have it. So I'll just copy
Yeah.
and paste
So,
the thing here.
okay.
Do a
Everyone.
spell melee.
Okay.
Is
Melee attack. So yeah, you got to roll to see if it hits. First, which
just,
is strength, if I remember rightly.
I don't think it's strength. I think spell attack is
Oh
spell
yeah,
attack
spell
is
attack.
+5.
Okay.
Uh, 20 5, so that's 20.
Uh, 15. So yep, 20.
So I'm gonna do 2d6 slashing damage. Plus, I'm gonna spend a sorcery point and do another 1d6 of lightning.
Lightning damage.
So that's 6 total damage, I guess.
6 total damage. Okay, so after taking an arrow, he sees you run headfirst into him and jam your fist right into his stomach. It is. How would you like to finish him?
Just like lightning goes through his whole body and he just kind of explodes just a little bit. Just a little bit of
Okay.
exploding.
Okay. As you punch him in the gut, it kind of sort of resisted, then goes straight through the other side. With after going straight through, a bit of electricity comes through as well, shocking what's left of him. Is turning into, I'm going to say, his bottom half into a small ash pile. So let me grab him.
Before you completely eliminate him from existence, was he carrying anything that would be loot later on?
No.
Okay.
Clothes.
Apart from clothes. Yeah. But, other than that, he is dead.
Heck.
Okay then. So
Dun,
we're not finished yet. So Adja, after witnessing that, what would you like to do?
So I saw where the guy who tried to shoot me from the bushes was generally. Could I try and figure out where he is specifically?
Okay.
I guess I don't know if I would already have seen him since he shot a bolt at me and I have dark vision.
Dark vision. Yeah. Well, you saw a figure dart into the room.
Okay, can I make a
Dart.
perception check to try and see where he is?
Yep, you can make a perception check. I'll count that as a bonus action. So, I think that's right. Yeah.
Perception, perception.
11. You don't quite see him. You know a general area of where he would be. He would
Where's
be.
that?
I would say around about here is your rough guess.
Where, sorry?
Can you see my red circle?
No.
Oh,
There's a bunch of purple squares.
Oh, the purple square. Oh, right. I didn't realize it scrolled more in that direction. Oh.
Yeah.
I can't really get close enough to do
Yes, I
anything.
Can I put this across both my monitors? Oh, I can. Ultra wide screen. Aha.
but yeah.
Just a sec. I'm just checking something.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, since I mean, I'll walk somewhat closer to that direction. So, 30 feet. I'll walk over to. That's so walk over there. I don't know if when I get closer I can see.
Okay then. As you slowly make your way towards the general direction, a rustling in the bushes next to you happens, is indicating there might be something there.
Where
There
was it?
is or
Sorry.
not. Around about here-ish.
Okay. I'm gonna swing my sword at the bush.
Gonna swing your sword at the bush. Okay
Yes.
then. Make a roll for it. See if you hit anything.
Ba-ba-ba-da-da.
The
That's
7.
great.
You put all your might into a single swing. It is, and you manage to cut the bush, but nothing appears.
Okay, that's fine. Well, that's all I can do.
Okay then. So then, okay,
Yes.
now it's time for the bandits. Okay, so one's dead, so good for everyone involved. Let me just change a few things. Okay then. So, as Azure is now in the middle of the wilderness, it is chopping at trees, is not finding any luck. One of the bandits that was hiding nearby comes out and hits you with a large scimitar. Let's see if I can get it. Here he is. Let's see what he got. Got a 14.
That doesn't hit.
Doesn't hit. Okay. As he jumps out, going ah! He does an overhead swing with his sword and smashes the ground next to you instead.
I'm just gonna stare at him with my still glowing eyes.
Still glowing eyes. Okay. While that is happening, a rustling of bushes to the right of Adja goes off.
Oh
It is,
god.
and you see a wolf.
Puppy!
A
Evil
wolf
puppy.
comes out from the bushes beside him. And how far?
Ain't nobody better hurt the puppy.
Oh, that's quite easy then. He runs 5, 15, 20, 25, 30, up to Evelina and gives her a good old bite. is a 15. So that's a hit. Does that hit? Ooh.
Do we need to do a saving throw on this end or any check?
Nope. It's just a roll to see if it does damage, and it rolled a 15. So we're just checking to see if it hit or not.
It's versus the AC.
Yeah.
Evelyn has 13 AC, so that'll be 2 hit points of damage.
No, it's just if it's above it, it
Yeah.
hits, and then you roll
It
separately
hits
for
and
damage.
then you roll damage. So that is 13.
Can
so
you remind, does equals hit or not? Is that a thing to do with a
I-
certain class that means it doesn't hit, or
I think
I
it
don't
just
remember what the
counts as
default is.
blocked.
I'm
It
pretty
does.
sure it just automatically hits.
Does it?
I think perhaps it's blocked, and there's a class thing which allows you to hit enemies if you roll equal to their AC.
I can check quickly.
Because I think I had that before.
I remember at least
probably-
one time in the Adventure Zone when it hit. That's the
If-
extent of my knowledge on this problem.
If your AC is a 15 and they roll a 15, it hits.
Okay. Oh yeah, I've just got it here. Yeah, if they're the same, it counts as a hit. Okay. So
But it hits anyway because it was a 15 to a 13.
15.
Okay, well, yeah.
Okay, so now that it's done that, we need to roll 2d4, if I can find mine. That is a 2 and a 3, so you take 5 points of damage. And also make a strength saving throw. That's what. Strength save. Okay, so as the dog comes rushing round this rock, it jumps up and grabs your left arm. It is pinning you to the ground. It is now prone. So the dog is like, I would say on you now, roughly. Yes, and you're prone at the moment. Move the dog. No, I can't move it. No! That's enough. Yeah. There we go. Dog has moved. I'll get this right eventually. Screw it. Dog is there now. Okay, so you're now prone. Let's see what else. Let's take the turns of everybody else. Okay. Okay, you also, and we're gonna take a shot at Whisper and Zoya. Just make some rolls.
How come you don't use the
Oh, I
roll
used.
22?
I don't.
It's
I
not just
typi-
easier.
is, but I prefer to roll it. It gives me human error and stuff like that. Gives you some sort of chance. So, Zoya, you have
That's me.
17.
That hits.
It is, and Whisper an 11.
Wait, who's
Does
shooting
not
at us?
Something in the bushes.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's a trebuchet.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
It's firing at us from over 300 miles.
I'd be
That's
very impressed if it could go 300 miles.
It's a very large trebuchet.
pretty sure
Is
that's
it
how big the
more?
moon is.
Okay, then, so. I think it misses you, Whisper.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need to roll 1d8. If I can find the goddamn thing. Because I'm good at this. There it is. So, Zoya, you. Yeah. Is it Zoya?
Yeah.
Yeah. Zoya, you take. 2 points of damage from an arrow. So it's.
Ouch.
So after seeing this dog basically pounce one of your teammates, 2 arrows get shot out from these bushes to your right. It is one slightly skims you, it is, whereas the other one completely misses Whisper and hits, I think, a tree behind her. Okay. So, and that's their turn. So, Evelina, it's your turn. I need to.
Just be aware I'm going to attack the wolf on my turn, which is just after you. Well, after you do, so. Or I guess I could do something
Not
else. That's just
intending to
the
attack
idea.
Okay.
I guess it is on top of you, so.
Okay, so you're currently prone, so your only option is to try and crawl away. It is, and then maybe stand up.
Okay, I want to befriend it.
You want to
but
befriend?
yeah, but I'll just roll away.
You want to roll away? Do you want to? Which way do you want to roll?
Under the carriage.
You're gonna go under the carriage.
Uh-huh.
The
Stop
dog.
laughing at me.
So about there.
I'm just making everyone uses the gun.
Okay, so you're gonna roll under here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. While this wolf is basically on top of you, it's like trying to desperately to try and grab another bite. You quickly roll underneath the carriage. You're still currently prone at the moment. It's okay, but you're in, I would say, decent-ish cover. Okay. Is there anything else you want to do? She's disappearing.
Can I use entangle?
Entangle. I don't think you can at the moment. Yeah. You're still currently prone, so you can't make any.
What does it take to become unprone? Do you have to use an action, or is it part of your movement?
I think it's an action, so you need to quote stand up.
Oh.
Yeah, so you need to stand up in order to stop crawling. But seeing that you're now under the carriage, that's kind of hard.
Can
Unless
I
you
use
want to.
mirror image?
I think you can't cast whilst prone.
Yeah,
It's like a general
yeah,
rule.
Oh, right. Okay.
I
So
looked
the
it
only
up.
way
It
you
just
can.
says you have disadvantage on attack rolls,
Oh, right.
which isn't great.
All right. Okay, so
It can
maybe.
just be whatever DM says, though.
Yeah.
Okay. look at it. Oh yeah, you have disadvantage on attack rolls. Okay, ignore what I said. Did you still want to do that damaging spell? Whatever spell you said first. I can't remember.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which was it again?
Entangle.
Entangle. Difficult terrain. Strength saving throw they need to do.
Womp. Womp.
Okay, so let me just check. Thing is,
Wait, no, the creatures need to. The one who's being attacked needs to roll the strength save, not you.
yeah, needs to roll a 13. So I'm gonna roll 13 for the wolf, I should say. It got a 15. It did so, but I think the spell still goes through, so it's still uneven terrain, difficult terrain, if I remember rightly. Yeah, difficult.
Up to 1 minute.
Yeah.
Which is 6 turns. How long are turns?
6
a minute
seconds.
or 10 seconds? Oh, 6 seconds. Okay.
Seconds. So yeah, around about. Let me the shape. So I would say around about this area here is now difficult terrain. So it's going to take more movement to get
Is
through.
that double?
Yes, double. Sure. Yeah, difficult terrain, double. Okay. There you go. Is there anything else you want to do? That's your attack. And you moved slightly. Did you want to move some more? Okay. Okay. So next is Fina. It is now your turn. You briefly look to your right and you see Evelina create basically vines on the floor, making it trying to make it difficult for the wolf to try and get her at the moment. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to step out from the carriage, cast Guiding Flame as my action on the wolf, in an
The
attempt
wolf.
to destroy the thing that attacked my friend. And then I'm going to shout words of encouragement at Evelyn. You go, girl, woo! And healing word her back up some health.
Okay. So start with your movement. So you're going to move there. Oh wait, I need to get rid of that. Okay, mind. So you're going to stand there.
Yep, I'm standing there. I love this tree.
It's a nice tree. And which spell was it again? Sorry.
Guidance Flame is my cantrip.
Guidance. Sacred Flame or Guidance?
Sacred Flame, my bad.
Sacred Flame. Okay. Dexterity saving throw. Let's see. Wolf gets. It got a 2. So yeah, that hits. Is it? So do you want to roll for damage?
I would love to roll for damage. It's 1.
1d8. Okay, so you did 5 damage to the wolf. It is with a flick of your wrist and a whisper under your breath, you fling a shot of fire from your hand, hitting the back of the wolf. Wolf now turns its attention more towards you. It is, as it's now slightly singed, as it were. but you can clearly see it's on its last legs. And it was healing word, yeah?
Yes, is my bonus action.
Section. So, yep. So you do 1d4 plus 3 healing. This is for Eveline, yeah?
Yes, for Eveline.
You just put 1d4.
I just did it. So
Oh yeah, sorry. So 3 3. So after striking the wolf, you kind of bend down towards Eveline and shout, you go, girl. It is briefly healing her wounds. It is for 6 health. Pretty sure she's back to full now. So, near enough. Okay. Anything else you would like to add?
no, I will keep that as my turn.
Okay. Whisper, it is now your turn. Still on top of the
That's
carriage.
me. Whoops. Where's
I
my
will say,
distance magic? Okay, I am gonna walk up to this wolf and stab it with my rapier, or attempt to.
Okay, so that's a 19. And that hits the wolf. Yes, do you
Oh, I
want to
can
roll for
also
damage?
sneak attack because why not? It's
I think it's only if you were hidden and had advantage on it.
it's within 5. Oh, it's within 5. If there's another ally within 5 feet, but that's 10 feet, so it won't work. Never mind.
Okay.
Damage. Wait, what is it? Disadvantage or whatever? Does the terrain affect my attack?
Creature restrained. Action makes. No, I think it only affects me. And if the creature was captured, which it wasn't.
So I roll for damage.
So just raw damage, yep.
Jesus. Did I
Oh, wait,
click the wrong thing?
Yeah, it's the one next to it.
I'm clicking it. I'm clicking the damage button. It doesn't work.
Pretty sure rapiers only do like 1d12.
Yeah, it's 1d8 plus 3 piercing, but
1d8
it's not
would be free.
working.
There you go. Let me roll it.
I told you it's not working.
Yeah. Yeah, 1d8.
I got an 8, so 11 damage.
So 11 damage.
Plus anything else, I'm not sure.
Plus 3. So yeah. So how would you like to kill the wolf?
My voice is going. I need to get some more water in a sec. I will stab it through the mouth so it goes the whole way through and comes out its ass like a skewer.
All right. As the wolf, who's on its last legs, turns towards you, as soon as it looks up to look you dead into the eyes, you jam this rapier through its face, the way through, almost pinning it to the ground, almost making sure that it's no longer moving.
And then I'm gonna say, haha, cats rule.
Okay then. So, anything else you would like to do? Like before?
How far did I move? Do you get one movement action per turn?
I think you can move up to
30
your
feet.
max 30. So yeah. So you've got 10 feet left.
But this was uneven, so that would be double, right?
So yeah, that would be double. So
I'll just move.
So you would probably be allowed to go like
Yeah.
yourself there. Okay.
And I know that climbing up and down the carriage shouldn't be a problem because
You're a
of
feline, so
feline agility and
yeah, you seem
fast hands as well.
fine.
Not fast hands. What's the rogue one?
I think it's feline.
There's feline agility and no cat's claws, and
Something else.
there's a rogue one that means I can second story work. That's it.
Okay.
No additional cost for climbing.
I see. Okay. So
Anyway,
with that all sorted,
I'm gonna get some
Zoya.
water. So
Okay, I'm gonna do a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
So number one, I'm gonna spend my last 2 sorcery points so that I can use 2 spells during this turn.
Okay.
Number two, I'm first going to cast Silver Spear on this guy right here.
Oh yeah, that bandit.
So that is that's a ranged spell attack. So that's d20. That's 4 plus 5. Does that hit?
4 plus 5. That is 9. No, it does not hit.
Well, it's a good thing I'm casting 2 spells. I'm gonna cast the lightning strikes, so that's 3d6 damage. I'm gonna cast 2 on this guy and 1 just like in the general vicinity to try and spook out the other ones.
Okay. To see if you hit.
It's magic missile, so it auto hits.
Oh, it auto hits. So
That's 5 damage on this guy, and then I shot 1 in the general this-ish direction. Try and spook him out.
direction. Okay, so you
Round.
did.
And I also moved just a little bit.
You're gonna move over. Okay.
And that's fine.
That ends your turn. Okay, so the bandit who's slowly raising his sword after brutally attacking the earth, slowly looks to his right and sees a what was the
Silver spear.
Yeah, silver
The
spear
spell.
goes zooming over his head and hit a nearby tree. It is, and then you cut. And what was it you cast again?
Lightning strike.
Lightning strike. Then shortly after, a bolt of lightning comes from you, hitting him square in the chest, doing a 5 bit of damage. It is, and kind of like steps back a bit, wondering what the hell just happened. It is okay. Kind of looks around to see where you're now, where you are. So just turn him around slightly. There we go. Okay, so it's now Aja's turn.
Did my random bolt
Wait,
into
what
the
spell
woods
did you
not do
cast, sorry?
anything?
The bolt didn't seem to connect with anything or make anything near the area move
Right.
at all. You maybe like saw a squirrel run across the road, terrified in fear, but other than that, that's what you got.
Belly.
Okay, so now it's your turn.
Can you all hear?
What?
Yep, I can hear.
Hello?
Hi.
hello.
Could you not hear me there?
I
I
could
could
hear you.
hear something.
Alright. I was just asking what spell you cast.
I cast Silver Spear and a modified form of magic missile that does lightning damage.
Oh, fun.
I have modified all the spells that I could to do lightning damage. Spells
Wait
aren't
till we meet an
themed.
air elemental.
Because if your spells aren't themed, you didn't do it right.
Mine are themed by default, so.
Spells? Is that poor people language I'm too rich to understand?
Also, did you know that vanilla Dungeons and Dragons has very little ice and lightning spells?
Yeah.
It's very disappointing.
Nerd.
Okay, so Adjo, what would you like to do?
I would like to stab him with my sword.
Okay.
Although wait, first of all, that's an action, so I am going to I have bonus actions. I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark.
Yep. On him in front of you.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
And I am then going to attempt to hit him with my sword.
Okay then. Just check. Okay, so do you want to roll to see if it hits?
Yes, and checking my modifier. +3. Okay. Yes,
22.
I'm going to make it a divine strike.
Divine strike as well.
Yes, so that's 2d8.
It's 2d8 on top of.
And
Damage.
top of my weapon damage. So first I'll roll my, which is at 1d8 +5.
And you do an extra 1d6 as well because of Hunter's Mark.
Yes, 1d8. Ignore that. I didn't add my modifier. I accidentally clicked 1d8 +5, so that's whatever. 6 plus 3, so that's 9 plus 2d8s for the Divine Smite. So 9. So that's 18 damage.
18 damage.
Yes.
Heck yeah.
Okay. So, yep. How would you like to kill him?
I would like to vivisect him.
Ooh.
Leave him in twain.
That was
I'm going to take my sword. I'm growling because I'm very angry because I've missed him multiple times now.
times.
My eyes are still glowing, and I'm gonna flare my way out. I'm just gonna like scream, and I'm just gonna take my sword. I'm going to put it down below a certain area of the leg, and I'm going to thrust up with it, and I'm gonna cut him in half.
Well, let's just say with that amount of damage, you did it with ease. You did.
Yeah.
You could have literally done it one-handed.
He is one-handed.
Yeah. So as he was being distracted by the recently hit by lightning bolt, you take your right arm, going dragging it along the ground and slicing straight through him, going straight up. It is instantly killing him.
If any blood splatters on me, I'm going to immediately wipe it off.
I would say a little bit of blood. It's more on the sword. It is more on the sword and most of your arm.
I take out a little handkerchief and I wipe my sword down clean.
Okay. Here we go. Did you want to do anything else?
Did the court? Is that everyone that we're aware of?
You still don't know where these arrows are coming from.
There was someone where the purple thing is.
Okay, then I'm going to just face towards the purple direction, and I'm just going to hide behind my shield slightly.
Okay then.
Although, actually, no. If there's someone over there, I'm going to start walking towards it.
Okay then.
So that's I can easily get over there. I'm going to walk here.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna say, like, come on, come out, wherever you are.
Okay, so next is the last one. So fiddle around. Okay, so whatever's hiding in the shadows clearly did not like seeing their friends brutally murdered. It is. So one of them is gonna run past one of you. But just yeah, slightly over. Okay, it's gonna slightly run past you, past someone. Then it's gonna take a pot shot at Zoya again, because the
If it
first time hit. So why not do it again?
if it ran past one of us, don't we get an opportunity attack?
Yeah,
It
is it?
wasn't. It wasn't that close.
Okay.
We're looking about 10 feet distance away from you.
Okay.
So let me just make sure I'm on the right bit. Okay then. So let's see what he got. He got an 11. Did that hit you,
That does
Zoya?
not hit.
Okay then. Okay. It briefly behind you. Oh, wait a minute. Which way are you facing again? Oh yeah, you were facing the
This
second bandit. Yes. So
general direction.
brief. So after hearing a little bit of movement to your left, a arrow comes shooting past your head. It is, and hits a tree around about here-ish. It does. Is. I'm also going to say he's slightly out of the open. So just change him.
I
Because
have
he
purple aura.
yeah, he's slightly out of range. But you can see him now.
Okay.
Yes. And second last bandit. Just okay, so Azure,
Yes.
let me just check. Okay, he's gonna do a pot shot again. Oh, that's disgusting. A 20. Does that hit?
Just about, yeah.
Just about. Okay. Let's see how much that does. So 1d8. Okay, so that does a total of 8 damage
Ouch, owie.
from behind. Is so as you were shielded up, heading towards this group of bushes, an arrow pierces into the back of your the back of your armor.
Well, that's not cash money at all.
And he is going to slightly move back. Okay then. Okay, so Eveline, it is now your turn. We finally got back to the start.
I'm gonna roll out from under the carriage,
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast Thunderwave.
Thunderwave.
And Pokemon.
More like Pokemon go to the polls, am I right?
What are you gonna try and hit with that thunder wave?
Oh, the guy. I don't know who. What? Top left. Sorry.
So this one here. Yeah.
I
There.
don't know. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Mhm.
Okay, so me. So which way are you rolling out? Are you this way, next door to Whisper and
Yeah.
Alfina? Yep. So there. And how way is
Autobots roll out.
35 squares, so it's just in your range.
Wait, there's a person over there now.
Yeah, it tried to hit Zoya, but it failed. It is
I see.
blowing. And also he was more out in the open than the other bandit he is at the moment, so it was easily spotted. So just make sure. Constitution saving throw. Okay, just make sure. It's a 20 on the saving throw. So that is half as much. So you roll 1d8 of damage.
Mm.
Ooh.
Oh!
Fuck.
Good roll.
Good roll. Okay. With a few muttering of words after rolling out under the rolling from the carriage, you cast Thunder Wave at the bandit in the far distance. Unfortunately, due to such a range, your accuracy is good, and you hit next to him. However, he still takes 1 point of damage at least. But he's easily spooked now, and really wishes he does not want to be there. Okay. So, Alfina, it is now your turn.
I'm going to step towards the bandit, all 30 feet of my steps
Okay.
to next to him. I'm going to summon my spiritual weapon and whack him in the face of it. And then for my bonus action, I'm going to move my spiritual weapon 5 feet to the left and whack him again.
Okay. Just make sure. Spiritual weapon. Visual. Okay. 1d8 plus your spell casting. Okay, if it hits. Okay, so you've moved all the way there. I actually don't have a counter prepared for this, so you're gonna have to bear with me. As this duck is now your spiritual weapon. Congrats.
I summon a duck to twat him with and
Basically.
scream, "Beware
And
my
screw.
duck!"
Beware my duck. Okay. So
Bonus ducks.
bonus. Do you wanna roll to see if it hits? So it's
That's just D20, isn't it?
yep, D20. And you gotta do it twice. And again. 12 and 20. Yep. and roll for damage, which is. Oh, I had it up here. Weapon. Yep. 100 damage. Yep. So as you run up to this bandit, whispering a conjuration, a magical duck appears in your hand, grabbing it by the head, and you slap him with the tail end of it. And as you slap him, you let go of the duck. It slowly floats away from you, and then does a return hit, basically knocking him out. Okay. Or just killing him, basically. So,
He's been quacked to death. Perfect.
yes, he was cracked to death. So that one's done. Ignore the strange X. That's how it works. Okay then. So Whisper, it's now your turn. It is. There's
So,
I'm gonna say there's one enemy left.
which is of a. How do I do the thing here? How do I do the,
Oh,
the ripple?
if you click on the ability, I'll be able to see it.
The rippley thing. You know, when you click on the screen, it makes like a thing to show I'm clicking.
Oh,
You
this.
just click.
So you click and hold.
Uh-huh. There's an enemy here somewhere, is that right?
It's shot Adja in the back, and she is currently facing this way.
Oh, I see. Somewhere over here, I see. How far is that? I don't really have any.
You gotta use your
Effect.
spell.
I don't have any spells. I am a rogue thief. I don't spell.
Crossbow?
Can
Spells
I
are for
see?
nerd.
Can I look?
Yep, you
Does that
can.
use an action if I look?
I say it's a bonus action. So
Okay.
make a perception check. Do you want to do that before or after you've moved?
Can I move multiple times? I can, right?
Yeah, you can, as long as it's up to your
30.
30 feet. Yep.
I'm gonna move there, and then I'm gonna look.
Okay. So
Perception.
roll a perception. 14. At this range, you can clearly see a figure in the bushes in front of you. It is just I would say a good 10 feet in front of you. So let me just make him say hi. There he is.
I will continue
Say he's about here.
moving to here and attack with my rapier.
Okay. 21. Yep, that hits. So
Does this damage still broken? Yes, it is. Okay.
yes, it is.
7.
7 damage. Okay. As you spot the bandit, too busy reloading another crossbow bolt, you rush to the side of him and jab him in the side with your rapier. He's bleeding quite a lot now. He's now holding his side like, you. Yeah,
Can I
you get.
use a bonus action to disengage?
You use
Using
your bonus
cunning
action to
action.
look.
Do you only get one bonus action? How does that work? Because I have
Um,
cunning action, which says you can take a bonus action on each of your turns in combat to dash, disengage, or hide.
I'm pretty sure you only get one bonus action per turn.
You get
Yeah.
one action, one bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're sure, I think it's like a monk or something. Then it's different. But so
Is there
that-
anything else I can do?
you can walk away, but the bandit will have an attack on you.
Um,
So yeah, as you try and disengage, the bandit will have a swing.
yeah. Okay. I'll just stay here. That's fine.
You'll just stay there. Okay. Okay, and with that, it is now Zoya's turn.
Okay, so
Yes.
where's what?
Okay, so the last bandit is here. It is.
Okay.
The person that shot you is now dead. Here. Duck.
I'm gonna cast a spell.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Lightning Bolt, which is a ranged spell attack. So that's 20 plus something. 8 plus 5, 13. Does that hit?
Yep, and it's
And then
the what was it again? 8 plus
8 plus 5.
8 plus 5, so that's 12. Yep, that hits.
10, that's 7 damage.
7 damage. So, yep. How would you like to kill him?
He gets zapped real bad.
Is that real bad? Okay. So, after briefly looking behind you, seeing who shot you with an arrow, now currently dead, is you turn your attention back to the newly spotted bandit. With a flick of your wrists, you fire a lightning bolt at him, and he immediately, after getting hit by it, turns into a small ash pile.
Heck.
Yeah, so let me just change that. Oh, there we go. And would you anything else you would like to add?
Nope.
No. Okay, so that ends combat. We did it at last.
Nice.
Only took
Only
2,
took
3 hours.
2 hours, not 3.
2 hours. Hey,
There's
I'm just
some
getting
really
used.
hard bandits.
It's funny because they had low. I rolled
And
really
now
badly
we level
for
up 5 times, right?
No, because they're only worth like
I'm level 7 though. Right?
they're like worth
Yeah,
like
we get level 20 from that, don't we?
no, they're like worth 25 XP, like 1/8 of a challenge rating.
There wasn't any shiny bandits that are worth like 8,
Triple.
8 tuple, yeah.
Did any of them have loot?
Uh, make an investigation check on which bandit.
Whichever one had the more interesting looking sword.
This. Oh, you go ahead.
Oh, you rolled a 4. Um, from what you can tell, there's nothing of importance on the bandits.
Can I look through the pockets of the one in front of me for any interesting trinkets?
Yep, roll an investigation.
Investigation. Oh, my investigation's not very good.
Oh, 12. Oh, give me a second. Okay, let me just. Sorry, there's some wrong stuff. Let's see. find. Okay, so in the bandit in front of you, you see something glowing in his pocket.
Ooh, shiny.
It is, and as you pick it up, it slightly burns. It does, but it appears to be a crystal which faintly glows with the moonlight above.
Ooh, glowing crystal. What should I put this in as an item name?
You could just put like glowing crystal, moonlight crystal.
Glowing crystal. 1. Wait, what's the weight? How much does it weigh?
It doesn't weigh too much. It's more of a weight of like a small pebble.
Uh-huh.
Is so you can
0.1.
fling it if you want to.
Can I attempt to find my arrow that I shot at the first bandit?
The first bandit.
The
let
one
me
that was here.
that one.
Yes.
Yeah, you can do that.
Could I check on the coach driver?
Yep. After all the commotion, a little head slowly pops out of one of the doors. Are they gone now?
They should be.
Probably.
Oh, thank God. Oh, give me a second. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Okay, it's like, oh, thank God. I've been hearing stories from my other people in this type of business that, due to the guards not caring for these roads anymore, that attacks like this are becoming more and more rampant. Is. But unfortunately, we were one of the unlucky ones today.
Well, I think they were the unlucky ones today.
Well, I mean, they did kill the horse.
That is a shame.
Yeah.
We killed their dog.
You mess with a cat, you get the proverbial claws. Meow.
More literal in this case.
Okay.
It's a rapier rather than claws, but
Okay. Well, thank you so much for doing this. I don't know what would have happened if you weren't here. But
probably would have been
It would have been
shot,
killed in
I'd
miles.
imagine. Yeah.
we still have the problem with the log, and it appears one of the horses has run off as well during the battle. It is. I'm sure it couldn't have got too far. It is. I'll see if I can find it after I've detached our fallen horse. So the coach driver steps out, makes his way towards the dead horse, and starts taking the equipment off. It is. If any of you can try and find the other horse, it's much appreciated.
Can I collect bark whilst we're here?
Make a nature check.
What bark? There is no bark.
What is
Oh, maybe from the wolf's bark, right?
Oh, yeah,
Like
yeah.
tree bark. I'm guessing.
Well, what is?
It says
Arf,
medical
arf.
nature.
Found some bark.
Oh, thought it wasn't.
Go down a bit. Be in here like these are your strength check.
Oh.
These are all your
14. You slowly make your way towards the log, which is supposedly blocking your path. It is, and quite easily find a decent bit of bark to carry along with you. I would say you got around about 3 pieces. Okay.
I would like to attempt to try and lift the log a little, just see how heavy it is.
make a strength check.
Dun, 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 dun. Strike.
Nine.
I'm rolling really well.
You make your way over to the log, which is currently blocking your path. You squat down, try get in a good firm grip underneath the log, and you lift up as hard as you possibly can. The log does not budge.
Okay.
Did you say one of the bandits was using a scimitar?
Yes.
I would like to collect it for reasons.
Okay.
I would like to check who has the highest strength stat within our party.
Have
I
14.
fly.
I'm very strong. I have 10.
Okay, so
Uh,
we have,
I have 14.
I have 6.
yeah, we got a 16. That's the highest.
Okay, I would like to ask the player with 16
Why don't we work
to
together?
try and attempt to lift the log or cut it with a weapon whilst I cast guidance upon them.
Sure, I can try it again.
Yeah, that's fine. So guidance is, let me just check. It is the target can roll a d4 and add the number to the ability check of their choice. It is. So, would you like to make another strength check?
Yes, I'll make a stealth check.
Yeah, make a stealth attack against the log
12, and then a d4.
and a d4.
3
So that is 15. After Elfina gives a few helping pointers, basically, of where you should lift, you get into position, you squat down again, and you lift it just enough to kind of move it atop the rock. So I would say you've moved it, I would say about there-ish. So let me just. So you've moved the log top of the rock. It
I
is.
propose 2 or 3 of us attempt to lift at the same time whilst I repeat my guidance cast.
Probably sounds like a good idea.
We could
I
just
am
set the
strong,
log on
but this is
fire.
beyond.
Not me. I'm weak.
We should
Many
burn it.
weak people make one strong person.
Yes, but many strong people make many strong people.
Well, you gotta make do with what you've got.
We have more stronger people than I.
Now look at you, you're ripped.
While they're trying to lift the log, I'm gonna be trying to set whichever side they're not really focusing on. I'm gonna be trying to set it on fire with my tinderbox.
Okay.
Just a little bit. Not really like actually trying, just enough that I look like I'm doing something.
Okay.
I'm gonna pet the horse.
The dead
The
one.
dead
It's,
horse.
Yeah.
The dead horse. There's still
Yeah.
a horse missing if you want to go and try and.
I nicknamed the horse Glue.
Actually, I'm gonna pet the duck instead.
Gonna pet the duck.
The spirit
Okay.
duck. Yeah.
My duck
Okay.
should disappear.
Oh.
I think it lasts for about a minute, so you've got maybe a few seconds left of the duck.
I'd like
Furious
to throw
petting.
my duck towards her.
Pet, 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 pet.
Okay. As Whisper's petting the ghostly duck, which is slowly fading out of existence, all 4 of you, I would like you to make a strength check again.
Group strength check. God damn it.
6. Okay. That was a save.
I have
Strength
a
save. That's fine.
I think when you roll a strength check, it just counts
Just click
as a
the
strength
strength
save.
button,
Oh yeah.
don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just click strength. Okay. With all four of you, well, three and casually helping, you easily move the log. It kind of you've all got on one side, so you just move everyone. So you're more on that side, you're more on this side. It is. So you've all distributed the weight quite easily. It is. It's rather heavy though, so you can't hold it for too long. But where would you like to put it?
Just off to the side in the trees, I guess.
Just
I think you
Okay.
should put it on top of the carriage.
just take it with us. Okay.
Free log.
We'll just move that over here. So about there. Okay.
Why you guys
So
move that so
as
well
you
whilst standing still?
as you slowly move your way over, all let go with a mighty thump to the ground. Is a few like skittering beetles come crawling out of either end of the log, hurrying to find a new hiding hole.
How can I? I want them. How do I get?
Yeah,
How do I
I
get
want a
beetles?
beetle. They look shiny.
Beetles are the most important thing.
Shiny beetle.
What about rocks?
I would say make a sleight of hand check to see if you can catch it quickly.
Woohoo!
Sleight of hand. You managed to capture a good few beetles.
Heck yeah! That was
It is.
scimitar.
It is. And you've oh yeah, you've also got a heavily worn scimitar. It's in better days, but you could still use it.
It's for other purposes.
I'm gonna need to be back in a sec. Sorry.
That's fine.
I
The
will not
it's
trust
a
the coach
mystery
driver
tool
if he
that will help
needs
me
his
later.
coach.
Sorry, who's going first?
You can go first.
I was just making a joke.
I was asking, does the coach driver need the coach?
You walk up to him, asking this whether he actually needs the coach, and he turns around and basically with a grim look saying, "This is my livelihood. I bought this with my own money. I need this to survive. I can't really part ways with it, unfortunately."
Could we all get together and pull the coach?
I'm
We
too
are a mighty
short.
force. It's fine, you can ride on my shoulders.
I would say you can do it, but you'll be exhausted after pulling it or pushing it.
Does the coach driver need everything inside the coach?
He's got a few items in there, like map and a few bit of rope. It is, but nothing too drastic. But
Can I
he's very adamant about not leaving it behind.
can I cast jump on the coach, or does that only work on living creatures?
It works on living creatures, yeah.
Like, can I cast jump on the dead horse?
I think it
Living
needs to be alive
creatures.
as well. The coach driver, after pulling off the harness of the dead horse, slowly makes its way to the back and dumps it in the back, and basically shouts, "Why don't you take what have we got here? A few of these carrots and see if you can find Bessie. I think she went probably southwards. She can't have gone that far. She's very frightened of a lot of things. It is, but she's probably grazing. It is. I can come with 2 if that needs be, but I still need someone here to defend the cart. It is.
I shall defend the cart.
I shall defend the cart because
I'm
God
going to stand on the roof.
I go back under the
I'm
cart.
in the driver's seat.
Okay then. So. Well, if you 3 are gonna sit here and defend, maybe you can make sure that we'll be heading in the right way. Because I don't want to get lost in there or anything. I'm not gonna judge your friend's navigational skills, but
Isn't it your job to know where we're going? Isn't that literally your job?
well, he knows where he's going. He just doesn't
know
know
where
where
the
his horse has
horse is.
gone.
I
Oh,
shall perceive.
Okay,
Ooh,
perception check. To the
Awesome.
south, you can quite clearly see around about, I would say, about 50 feet away. You see a white horse.
the
Just
horse is that
grazing.
way, and I point.
You point that way. Ah, good. Goodness. Let's get to work quick. So, the man sort of like drags both Eveline and Adja with him, just in case of any more lurking dangers throughout the thing. Okay. I'm gonna put these 2 here. So, as they get closer to the horse, it starts to back away, almost startled. The coach driver slowly makes his way towards it. It's like, easy, go, easy. It's just me. He isn't. Starts to hold out a carrot. It is the horse. Sort of like looks at it and just slowly makes its way towards him. Easy, go, easy. Come on, we'll go back. So they all. Nothing of interest happens on the way back. So you've got one horse. Got one horse is
It's better
attached
than
back.
no horses.
Is but the coach driver says if we still want to get there by morning, we might need one of you to push as well.
if I cast jump on the remaining horse, would that help? It'll make it jump real good.
It would have helped if the log was still in the way, but the
Begs
log
in
is no
mind.
longer there.
We can put the log back in the way.
I don't think he would appreciate having a log back there.
Well, I'm not pushing, so
You're short.
you guys can fight about it.
Yeah, if anyone wants to push, they'll get guidance. Otherwise, you're on your own.
Can I see people's character names? Because I don't know any of them.
I don't think I can technically
On
show you,
your chat
unfortunately.
box, it says underneath has like elf or as your character.
I can't see the bottom of that. It's off the window. Like that. Yeah, but I can't see everyone else's. I can see my own name. Because I can see my own name on the screen anyway.
I don't think I can change it, even made it like
Because I don't know anyone else's characters' names, and I don't want to just like break the
advanced immersion.
immersion like I'm already doing.
How about now? Can you see people's names?
I can see Elfina.
Okay, so yeah, I found it.
Uh-huh.
Found the button. We're fine. pages.
Awesome.
There we go. You can now see everyone's name, if that makes it a bit better.
Yay.
Okay, so the gentleman basically says, well, we're not going to get anywhere from standing around. I'm just going to hope old Bessie can make it there before daytime. Yes.
I have a proposal. Can I make the cart driver push, and I'll guide them some? And Evelyn, you're Druid. You're extremely good with animals, I imagine. You should be decent in nature. You could most likely ride the horse or guide it to our destination.
That could work. However, the actual coach driver is in his mid, say 50s, 60s. I would say. So he's past his prime. You could try, but I don't
Fine,
think
I
you'll
will
be
get out and push. Happy God.
happy Almighty God. No,
Why must thou smite
Give-
me?
give me more gold. Anyway, yeah. Does anyone else want to push?
Nope.
No. Okay. Did you want to go with your plan of Evelina trying to ride the horse?
I'll push.
You'll
I'll
push as
cast
well.
guidance upon her.
Okay. Make a strength check again. Plus 4. Then roll a d4.
Then it's Evelyn who needs to cast D4.
Wait, I can't hear anything.
Yeah. So you need to roll a strength check and 1d4 as well. Okay. There we go. Position. There. 11 strength 4. Yep. Okay then. After much quabbling with each other, everyone's took their places upon the carriage and started to push. Yes. Okay. So.
What about the living horse? Is that
Mm.
here now?
Yeah, the living horse is here. I just don't have a thing for it.
Oh,
It is.
just
Just-
like
Just flip the dead horse upside down.
We're gonna use the duck.
Okay.
The duck is our duck is our horse now. There you go. He's a big duck. He's our makeshift horse. There
Hey,
we go.
my duck.
So as the party now are finally back on their journey after a little diversion, it is. They slowly see the sun slightly to begin to rise. It is as they make their way towards Blackburn. It is where Sir Tristan is waiting urgently for them, waiting patiently for them. Let me see. As dawn breaks, you can clearly see an outline of the town. It is with its high walls and large castle off in the center of town. But as you get closer and closer towards the main entrance, you start to notice that there is a large amount of destruction around the right-hand side of the castle walls, is with many small fires lit in the morning light. Is okay as you enter through the gates. You can quite clearly see the destruction and devastation of something.
Sorry, I was on the phone to my mum.
Oh, that's fine. Do you want a quick rundown of what just happened? Or...
Sure. Why is there a giant duck?
It's a horse.
I couldn't find a horse token in time, so it's a giant duck now. Things that happen: A, we all moved the log. B, you and Evelina went to find the missing horse. Nothing
Okay.
happened, and Elfina and Eveline are now pushing said cart with the one remaining horse at the
Okay.
front. It is.
And I found a shiny crystal.
Evelyn ripped some bark off a tree because she's a hippie.
And I got some beetles.
Can I have a beetle, please?
No,
Before
never
you leave
mind.
the city. I have just one.
How many did I get?
You got 4 beetles.
No, I need them all.
I'll trade it you for an arrow.
I have no use for arrows, but I have uses for beetles.
I will say you don't actually have a container to hold these, so they're
I
currently
poured
just
out.
scuttling around your hand.
Poured out some. I have flasks of oil. I poured out one, filled it with beetles.
Okay.
Flask of beetles on the description.
You're just a flask of beetles. Okay.
Soon to be flask of dead beetles.
Yeah. Yep. So after we got the cart moving, we're now moving towards Blackburn. It is, and we've just made our way through the front gate. So back where we were. As you go through the front gate, you can see quite clearly what kind of destruction has become upon the what's left of the town. There's burning buildings, carts upturned, and other broken stalls and things like that around. There's some small fires as well, which look to have come from some kind of creature. It is. You also see people slowly walking towards the carriage, hoping that they might get a spare coin or even a slight bit of bread. It is, as their livelihoods have been destroyed by this creature.
Wait, what creature?
You'll find out soon.
It was a giant duck.
It was the mega duck.
I throw a couple handfuls of ball bearings out into the crowd, just as the present.
As a present. You poke your head out of the one of the side windows, and throw a couple of metal balls into the crowd. You weren't intending to, but you seem to have hit a couple of people on the head, kind of like making them angry.
It's good luck.
It was like, what was that for?
It's good
We just
luck.
want a bit of bread. Stuff like that. And kindly return the favor by throwing said ball bearings back at you.
At you. They're throwing shit at you.
Yeah.
I didn't throw shit.
Wait, what?
I also
No,
went past my rations towards the crowd.
No, they're trying to throw it at Zoya, who's currently in the carriage.
I'm gonna lean out and just say, what happened here?
The cart slowly comes to a stop. This is just outside of Sir Tristan's castle. It is. They've got like a small patio area, but never mind. As the cart waits for guards to come up close, a beggar comes closer to you and says, "Oh, it's a terrible creature. This thing, it's got 8 heads, almost like snake heads,
Well, that's just too
Is-
many heads.
and like a large, gaping mouth. Is
Wait.
it is where its head should be.
Well, how
It
does
just
it have 8 heads if it only has a mouth where its
well where the stump of the head is, I should say.
Oh, okay.
Is where the head should normally be. Is there's just jagged teeth and an open mouth. Just
Sounds like my ex-wife. Wait.
the woman did not take kindly to the joke. It's just,
I'm sorry, but yeah, seriously. So, are there no guards?
Oh,
Did they not do anything?
the guards have tried and everything, but as she's trying to explain, a guard comes over and just says, "That's enough. That's enough." Here's. Then she's like, but, no, we'll sort you something out for you in a minute." She just turns around and goes, "Oh, okay." It is. The guard then signals the coach driver to move along in to the main castle.
Excuse me, guard. Can you describe what happened here in a bit more detail than this incredibly poor person?
That's not for me to say. It is, unfortunately. I think Sir Tristan would have more details than she would, unfortunately. Is and kind of shoos her away, kind of slightly. A second. There you go. Just sorry about that. I was making some notes. Okay, so back to where we were. Okay. After pulling up at Sir Tristan's house, you can quite clearly see that even his own castle was not spared from the destruction, as one of its portcullises is slowly crumbling before your very eyes. It is down onto the ground below. There's a few guards just a couple feet away trying to keep people away from it. A relatively, I would say, a short purse, yeah, a relatively short man comes running in, saying, "Oh, where have you been all this time? Come on, you need an audience with the king immediately." Or, Sir Tristan, yeah, you need an audience with him immediately. Yes.
I follow.
I follow as well.
Yeah.
Yep. You all follow?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. So as you follow him through the halls of the castle, where once was rich family heirlooms and glorious paintings, has made way for um, bedding for the sick and the injured, lying in the halls, trying to get better from the local priest. Yes, as well. Yes, the the man just quickly tries to push you along, and it's like, come on. We don't have a lot of time here. It is. This thing could come back at any day now.
Yeah, I follow quick.
Yeah.
Okay. as you quickly make your way into the grand hall. Guess what? Scene transition. No, wait. Scene transition.
Whoa!
As you enter in the Great Hall, you see a very depressing, almost, a very depressed looking Sir Tristram with his head bowed down in his hands almost, while surrounded by both some loyal advisors and a couple of guards as well. As as the as the butler, I'm going to say butler now, as the butler pushes open the door and announces that you've finally arrived. It is. After all, he looks up and almost a joyous kind of like smile to his face. It comes running over to. Let me just check. Quickly runs over to Azure. Is as he once he's made it there, he quickly grabs her hand and says, "Oh, thank God you're here at last." Is I'm starting to get worried about you.
I kneel
And
down and I say, "It's no problem, my liege."
this, there's no need to do that now. It is we got some bigger problems now, unfortunately. It's, he's kind of out of breath because he sprinted from his throne to meet you. It's like, ooh, but yeah, um, this is more urgent now than it was ever before. So that's why I have. This is why I've called you here. Now addressing all five of you. Now, in the he regains his breath and composure and turns around facing away from you, saying, I have brought you here as once in your lifetimes I have seen potential in you to do great things. Now, unfortunately, it is time to see if my judgment was correct. He turns back around, kind of glancing around at all five of you. That is why I've summoned you here today, is to defeat a creature as my advisor calls it, a Tesla Hydra.
Oh shit!
That sounds real fancy.
I'm sorry, Tristan, but how do you know me? I don't recall ever meeting you.
Ah, he slowly makes over to you and just has a quickly just looks up and down and basically says, you might not have known it, but I have helped you before. It is in subtle ways. It is my work can sometimes be unnoticed, and kind of turns back around, walks about 10 feet away, and then turns back.
My lord.
Yes.
I'm well aware that I'm obviously incredibly competent and powerful. These fine fellows are as. Um, I'm not sure we're a match for a Thessal Hydra.
I have faith in you. It's not a lot at this precise time.
Oh,
However, I do sincerely believe that you can do it. Also, we're kind of running out of options, unfortunately. It is our men, as you can probably see from down the hallway, they've been brutally injured by this Tessel Hydra. It is, and I can't send them out to go looking for this creature. It is. I still need someone to guard this place from who knows what else could be out there. Yes. So I'm willing to put a bounty on this creature. For every single one of you, he starts pointing at this moment in time. Um, if you manage to kill this creature, it is, I will reward you with 100 gold pieces in person. It is to you. Is and kind of just
Could I persuade you to make it 120? After all, you seem to be in dire straits, and
make a
100
persuasion
to
check.
us, it's 10.
15. So, what would you like to say? Was it just that I'm in dire straits?
Then you're in dire straits. In fairness, someone with your kind of cash could ply our wages a bit more. Let's say 120 or even 150 gold pieces. After all, your men seem to be in massive disarray, and you've clearly decided you need a woman's approach.
He turns around, looks at one of his advisors, who one of them is clearly shaking his head to say no, whereas another one is basically saying under his breath, she's kind of right, but maybe not the woman part. Is but Sir Tristan then turns back around and says, "Okay then, whoever deals the finishing blow will get 150 gold." It is, and this is to anybody.
Well, I care
Um,
not for gold.
Would that be a bit sweeter?
mm,
Sweeten the deal?
I would have done it for free, my lord.
If they don't want the money, I'll take their share.
yes, I would happily. How about
But
instead
now
of
that you offered it, I'm not adverse to taking it.
there are 5 of us, you've offered us 50 extra in total coinage. If these others would not like it, we could split the remainder between the 3 of us at 2.
I
That
have
would
no use for
be.
gold. Do you have any shiny trinkets? Or actually, I've been in search of a rare gemstone that's said to contain part of the spirit of one of the ancient demigods. I don't suppose you've heard anything on its whereabouts.
No, I have not heard of such a thing.
Hmm.
Is unfortunately. He kind of
Maybe we can use the gold to acquire some information.
he kind of looks down, looks at a small gem which is currently around his neck. It is like no, don't remember seeing anything like that. Unfortunately, kind of like quickly goes off the subject.
I see.
Is but but yes, what you do with that gold is up to you. It is you can fight all you want for it, but I need that creature dead first. Yes.
What
So
can you tell us about this creature? Any tips, any hints, any clues on where we should start? Or should we just wander into the woods until we stumble upon it?
Sir Tristan turns around to his left this time and sees one of the guards. It is turns back around and says, I have not personally seen this creature, unfortunately. However, I have only seen its destruction and what it's done to the town. It is, however, my guards, they will be happy to help you, give you some great descriptions with fighting this creature. He turns back around. The guard kind of makes like a small gesture, and he turns back around and says, "My guards just informed me that the creature usually heads up the north road. It is, but it disappears out of sight before we can find any more, find where it's actually going.
Does it have an invisible jet, perhaps?
I don't know such of if this creature does have invisibility, but I do know it moves rather quick, and it only attacks at night.
Do you know why it attacks?
I
Or
have
when?
no.
Is there a pattern?
Oh, he turns back around and just says, "No, it appears to only attack at night. Unfortunately, it is very inconsistently too. Sometimes it could be 2 days in a row. Sometimes it might be a week even." It he also briefly meant he also again keeps turning around because he knows very little of this creature. It's capable of. One of the guards also he kind of sort of like hobbles his way over to the now group, I should say, with a what appears to be like a nurse and a crutch in the other hand. He turns to Sir Tristan and says, "Shut up, you old blubbering fart." Does Tristan takes massive offense to this? Yes, and turns around and said, "If you're not, you're lucky you're one of our head guards, or otherwise I would have had you thrown out for that comment." Yes. The guard then turns back around and says, "Oh, you can do that later." Yes. He then turns around and says, "This bloody creature, it's got 8 heads and a large dragon-like body. Uh, yeah, large dragon-like body with a gaping mouth, able to swallow you whole if you're not careful enough. I've lost many a men to that mouth. And at the very end, and at the very end of its long, scaly tail is a sharp pincer, capable of cutting you in two if you're not careful."
That doesn't sound like a good time.
It doesn't.
I can see why men fall victim to this vicious mouth.
Sorry, what was that?
Nothing, my liege.
This was the guard speaking.
Nothing, my guard liege.
Garden.
Would you
Sorry.
happen to know where this beast last attacked, so we can get underway? I fear Tristan will not pay us if we do not deal with it swiftly.
Aye, you'll be true with that. The guard pulls out like starts making a pointing gesture. It's usually to north it last attacked. It did. There's a large up to the north of the town. There's a large overarching gate which has been brutally destroyed by this creature. It escaping. While the tracks are easy to find, this thing uses its tail to sweep away any kind of evidence of it being there. However, what Sir Tristan hasn't told you is that this creature also has something worshipping it, known as troglodytes. These small little lizard men come around, pick up any valuables or jewels left from the destruction, and quickly chase after it into the darkness.
Well, that sounds like an issue.
It is. The king steps back into the conversation, saying, "That's why we really need your help. I'm not sure how long we can last like this. You can clearly see by all the people outside, many without homes or even jobs to go to or anything. And I can't house them all in this castle, as some of it's already been destroyed.
Mhm.
So, will you please help me?
Yes, you already knew I would.
Yeah, sure.
My god smiles upon you. I shall do as you wish.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay. Ah, thank, thank good, thank goodness. Well, now that you've agreed, I think I might be able to offer a bit more help. He turns away, makes a small beeline towards a appears to be a chest next to his throne. Is the guard turns around as well and is like, "You're not gonna give him that, are you? That old thing, are you?" Is he comes from he comes running back with a just make sure. There you go. He comes running back with what appears to be a great sword. It is, and two small bags. Okay. He gives them to sure. He gives them to Adja and says, "Split these among your party members. This will help you in a trying time. This trying
What are
time."
they? Are they
Um,
magical or are they simple
okay,
bags and?
so he turns around. Turns around. He puts it on the floor and picks up one of the bags and says, "This is a bag of holding. It is. I'm going to give you two. I'm going to give you lot two of them. It is, and inside each of them is two healing potions. It's all I can spare, unfortunately. It is. But also, I'm giving you these bags to hold these heads, the heads of the Tesla Hydra, to prove to me that it's been dispatched with." It
Okay.
is. And the guard interrupts him, basically says, "Yeah, and he's going to give you a shard of metal too." Is Sir Tristan looks at him like, "Why you?" But he pulls the he picks up the great sword again and said, "This is what's known as Winter's Dark Bite. This great sword is made from a magical material which has been passed down for many generations. I feel like it will help you in this altercation, as it were." It is. So, who would like to pick up what item?
Does anyone in the party have any particular inclination towards greatswords? I prefer hammer. It's much more blunt and effective at beating my lord into the unbelievers.
I'm
I
pretty sure that a great sword will be twice as tall as I am.
Mhm. I can use one, but I prefer to use a slightly shorter weapon.
Okay.
It's not stabby enough. I can't use it.
It's a sword, though.
Mm. It's not very pointy.
It's
Oh.
a
It's a
sword.
sword.
Yeah, it's not a pointy
I don't know
sword.
how much pointier you get, really.
And it's too big.
The
If
the
it's
guard
hard,
also pokes his head into the conversation, saying, "Yeah, now he's going to say it's all magical as well." Yes. Tristan tells him to basically shut up.
I can't use big weapons because they're not dex based. And I am dex based. So anyone that has strength should probably take it.
I'll take it for now, if that's okay.
Ah, yes. For my paladin, of course you would take this. Such an important item. He hands it to you. It's almost cold to touch. It is. It's almost.
Almost like
It
it's made
feels
of
almost.
metal.
It's.
Sorry.
It's You almost feel like it's frosty to touch. Your hands almost ice over. It is from touching the bladed edge. And he turns around and said, "Oh, did I mention it's a magic sword?"
That's what I call cold hard steel.
Wow!
Tristan turns around, takes a sheath behind him, and says, "Put it in this. You'll need it in case. We don't want you to catch a cold now, do we? We still got 4 magical items. Anybody, if
What other
anybody
magical items are there?
You have 2
4.
bags of holding to hold the Tesla Hydra heads, and you've got 2 potions of healing.
I'll take one of the bags of holding.
I thought there were only 2.
There's
Well,
2
if I-
bags of there's 2 bags of holding, and there's a potion inside each.
Oh, right. Okay.
I'll take
What
the
about
bag of holding, and then I just hand the potion to whoever is to my left. 'Cause I don't need it.
To your left would be Eveline.
Here, have a potion.
You've still got 1 more bag of holding potion left.
I'll take it. I don't mind carrying it.
Okay,
I mean, they're like not very heavy, are they?
that heavy, I'm pretty sure. We check bag of holding.
Does anyone else want the potion, or should I just take it?
I don't mind it. I can heal myself, so probably one of you should take it who can't do that.
Yeah, I can't heal anything except by slaughtering people.
Killing the bag of holding. Bag weights. Okay, so bag weight. Full capacity, 15 pounds. Just make it a pound for now until you fill it up. You're
Mhm.
adding it to stats.
Yeah. And a potion.
Potion is
What's the? How do I know my carry limit?
if I remember rightly, the spreadsheet will actually shout at you
Oh, I see.
when it gets close to capacity. I think it's like
Ah,
200 pounds or something. Is your max for some reason? It's based off strength.
okay.
Potion of healing is half a pound. Okay. So, after Sir Tristan has handed out all the items, he then turns to you and said, "Now, I feel like you best be off to hunt for this creature now. Is like I said, you'll feel free to use facilities we have in the town. Is unfortunately there's not much left in the way of shops or taverns, but there might be still one scattered around. To, is to the east. It is. I'm pretty sure our guard over here will give you a more precise location of where it is." And the guard kind of looks at him and is like, "What are you implying?" He turns back. It's like, "Oh, nothing." And the guard turns back and says, "Yeah, there's a tavern about 2 rows east from here. That'll be a good place to start. There's also apparently a convenience store near the northish section of the town. That might be worth a quick look in as well."
Thank you very much. We'll be sure to have.
No problem. I hope your journey goes well, and I'll pray for your return. Yes. Now, if you will excuse me, I have to get back to some important business. He kind of turns back around and slowly makes his way back to his advisors. The guard kind of just looks around and is like, "Well, I've told you practically everything that I know. But I should be heading off too. I've got men to come up."
I'm terribly sorry to break the immersion, but Evelina has dozed off on the sofa. She's been up since 5 a.m., so
Okay,
our druid is napping.
That's fine.
Shall we be kind and carry her to the tavern and give her a good night rest?
yeah,
I agree.
Okay.
We wouldn't want
Okay.
harm to come to her.
Unless anyone else would like to make any decisions before we.
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm just gonna make this pillar purple, and then we're good to go.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. As the guard slowly makes his way also back to the throne, where he looks like he's about to have a very angry discussion with Sir Tristan. The small butler comes running out and basically says, "All right, now get to it, get to it. You've had your audience with him. Now go and hunt this Tessel thingy." Is Yeah, is it kind of like scoots you out of the building. So where would you like to head first? Are we all heading towards the tavern?
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, let's do it.
Whilst we well, have you left the castle? I just want
I
to
would say you're in the hallways. So
take a good look at my surroundings so I can memorize the way in and out.
okay, make a perception check. 14. You clearly memorize the way in and out of it's a long, straightish path from the main entrance towards the throne room. It is with various different hallways and corridors with expanding doors heading in different directions, all lined with the ill dying.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
I would like to swing my tinderbox as we walk past the dying.
Yep. As you do that with ease.
Meanwhile, I'll be chanting swa 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 swa.
Okay. As you make your way through, swinging your tinderbox, chanting almost. It is making a very pungent smell. It is throughout the hallways. It is some you see some like maids like almost gag is with the how strong it is, but you can see an almost happy sense on some of the people who are lying in bed. Da-da-da. You're now outside, making your way towards the tavern.
Making my way downtown, walking fast.
So, yep. As you head eastwards, you briefly see a sign saying the Humble Tumble Inn currently has vacancies to go in. Yes, so you make your way in. It doesn't seem to be, I would say, too busy in there. 3 patrons sitting at tables, eating food. And you see the bartender, a half-orc female. It is casually cleaning a glass. It is going. And how can I help you? Not like that, but how can I help you?
We would
Um,
like to inquire about a room or rooms, if that's okay.
A room for the night, eh? Well, I she kind of looks around. Says, we don't have the most fanciest room of all the destruction that has happened around us, but I'm pretty sure I can get you booked in. Well, yeah. Yes. She looks down, brings out a book. It is. I just need you to sign your name here if you're interested.
I'm fine to sign if you will.
I'm happy to sign. How much do you charge for a night stay in your humble little inn?
Normally we would say. Give me a moment. I would normally say 1 gold each, usually, but with what's currently happening around here, we'll make it. We'll make it 5 silver. How about that?
I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
How
I'm
would you
fine.
make it 3 silver, and I can heal up any damage you may have sustained from this wicked beast?
She turns around. There's now a tiefling walking behind her, slowly making her way through you as a crowd. Is serving other patrons. While the offer is nice, you can clearly see we're not harmed in any way. Unfortunately, it is. But thank you for the offer. It is. The tiefling happily skipping around, putting food on people's plates and other beverages.
Very well, I'll pay the 5 silver.
Okay. That would all come to. There's 5 fuel. So be 2 gold and 5 silver for all. Okay. Are you all going to pay individually or?
I'm fine to do that.
Yeah.
Fine,
Yeah.
that.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
You all search through your pockets for the 5 silver. You then plop it on a small plate next to the bartender. She thanks you and hopes you have your stay. Have a happy have a nice rest upstairs. Is she also reminds you that there is food at sundown. Is if you're interested in having it.
Before heading upstairs, I'd like to check exactly who I can see within the tavern, just for future reference.
Okay then, make a perception check. 12. You clearly see. You see the half-orc bartender. You see the tiefling wandering around, frantically trying to clean up tables and really skipping back behind her. It is into what must be a kitchen. You see a hooded figure with a appears to be like a beak sticking out of it, and you've got two other what's it people, humanoids I should say. It is sitting having a drink and chatting. It is just behind you. Is there anything else you would like?
I think I'm fine at least if you're all.
Okay then. The half orc leans underneath, stashes the coins in what sounds to be like a small pot, and hands you a key to hand you a couple of keys. It appears to be only 3. There is.
You don't have any interesting trinkets, do you?
She looks at you rather questionably, almost like confused, like trinkets.
You know, little bits and
Probably got a
bobs,
lost and
shiny things.
probably got a lost and found box, but there's usually nothing too much of interest. Like maybe a shiny rock or a small
I love
jar.
shiny
Nothing
rocks.
nothing too drastic.
Are these for sale?
No, I'll tell you what. You can have something out of here. She lifts up this box, and contains it is a 3 rocks which appear to have some kind of. It is a small jar of a green light powder and a small metal cube.
Ooh, cube. I'll take that.
Take the metal cube.
Yes.
She kind of like quickly grabs the box back, hides it somewhere underneath the counter.
I am truly grateful for this definitely
Yeah,
useful object.
yeah, right. Yeah. She just kind of slides a key over to you. The bar is just like you enjoy your stay. Yes. The stairs are just behind you on your left. She kind of gestures to that direction. So, what would you like to do now? There's currently 3 keys, and 5 of you.
I'm fine to share with anyone.
I'm happy to share with Evelina.
Okay.
I yoink a key and I'm just gonna sleep underneath the bed of whichever room
You can sleep under my bed if you want.
I'm in. Okay.
How many beds are there?
I would say that there's 2 per room.
I'll take a bed then. Which room? I don't mind.
I'll take the floor. I have a bedroll upon me.
So as you all make your way to each of your individual sleeping quarters for the night, is there anything you wanted to do before you all take a nap?
No.
Rest, I should say.
Um,
Nope.
Okay then. Okay. If not,
can I? No.
Yeah.
It's going to be possible for me and Evelina to share a bed. I'm sure if we squeeze in, there'll be plenty of space for both of us.
it's a single bed, and
I've not encountered a problem with this before in a single.
yeah, yeah, I would say you could share quite easily. It's I would say it's a bit of a tight snug. It is that if you rolled over, you would quite clearly push the other one low if you're not careful. Okay.
I'm good to know.
Okay. As you all enter your room to have a nap, I think we just check. Yep. I think that will conclude our first session.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Nice.
I need to go kick Evelina away.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
end the
make dinner.
stream now.